Hello everybody and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Yep, that's what this game is called. It's been about an hour since the last episode, and I left my game running, so now we know for sure time does not pass if you just leave it be. Am I in the game? I was not in the game. What is this? Stone. A stone like any other lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. Turn it over. Key. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt. Continue. This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has hundreds of apartments. How are we going to find the right one? We'll just have to go in and see. Put the stone back and leave. Alright, this... Smoke around the balcony. Ask for his apartment number. Okay. Oh, that was for the key. Okay. Open. Get in there. Put points into endurance. Yeah, I need some points into endurance, please. My endurance is shot. Alright. Autosave. Sure, thanks. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Are you gonna give me some money? Is that glasses? Flip-up glasses. My husband has a pair of flip-up glasses. And it's hilarious. Logic and authority. Visual calculus and drama. I kind of like the visual calculus. Oh, -1 authority. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the ones I have. Thanks, though. Boxes filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes, so it's a family. And not the guy we're looking for, probably. Apartment 12. A loud, rumbling snore comes from within. Did I wait too late? Is it too late in the day and everybody's asleep? What is this? A bathroom? Uh-oh. I got alcohol. Moss crawls on those bathroom towels. Actual moss. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. How much do I have? 18. Oh boy. It's gonna take the whole game before I have enough real to pay off my debts to that guy. Feels bad, man. Alright, let's go to the balcony. I don't want to do anything behind Lieutenant Kitsuragi's back. I don't wanna. Alright. Yellow. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Think. The curtains shift just a little. Someone is watching from within. Get rent. Well, actually... I will take that, thank you. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. Alright. I don't know why Kim walked around. Someone growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Interesting. Okay. 28. A door to be remembered. This is the door to apartment 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home. This door is apartment 30. Voices from within. Sing along to some buoyant dance track. Tools. +1 physique. -1 moral. I'll maybe do it later if we're like going to bed or something. I don't know if Kim is gonna want us to go to sleep at 21. We'll find out, I guess, later when it becomes 21. Okay. keep putting my hand on the keyboard like that's gonna do anything. Oh wait, no, the tab button. It does do something for me. Look, shoes. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. This isn't just a 5-pointed star, it's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words. Inspect the symbol closer. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure. Why is the star upside down? What's the deal with the antlers? Why white? What's the deal with the antlers? The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it, why is the star upside down? To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it. Why white? Because white is the color of peace. What does it evoke in me? You see noble aims, but also mountains upon mountains of corpses that should have taken a more measured approach. Also, you're really smart. The price of idealism, unrestrained by humanism, never again. Padlock door. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalked on number on the board says 11. No reply. Examine. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackles is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters can make work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. I'm not holding the tool. Oh, don't put it in place of my bag. Sure, that works, I guess. We're gonna get in trouble, though, if we do this. The shackle snaps like a twig and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now. After you, detective. Kingdom of Conscience. Weird. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centurianism isn't change. Not even incremental change, it is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth. Oh, okay, cool. Wait, moralist dialogue options heal +1 morale. Oh! Cool. No. Enter. Bust of Krasmazov. A plastic cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Krasmazov. Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and theoretical historian. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism. Why does this tenant have a bust of Krasmazov in the bedroom? The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. He looks around before mumbling to himself. How fitting. Krasmazov was murderer. There's nothing cool about keeping his bust on your nightstand. He was definitely controversial. The tenant here seems to like him. He leans closer to inspect the photos of revolutionaries on the wall. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some used to keep the ideology going, it seems. Come on, look at it. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. Books of critical theory on monstrosities of capital and such. A flamboyant poster of a White Star. Real lithography. Lithography? Can I steal your money? What is that? A bullet. Close the store. Take all. Ooh, yay, that was a decent amount of months. We're almost a quarter of the way to our goal. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. Knock. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. Knock again. This time, the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice, wary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? You hear the clacking of heels again as the other side walks up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant. Let's go, the lieutenant says. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment. It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. Leave. What? Are you... Because I didn't click on these? Is that why you keep doing orange at me? Oh, you nuisance. Okay. Let's put it into... endurance. Except changes in clothes. Oh, it's gonna tell me that now I could do that one again. That's fine. Oh look, that's the lady sweeping. What is this? Postcard. I will take that. I'll also take this. The door, number 9, is locked. Okay. Apartment number 8, their mailbox is overflowing. Hello, old lady, who yells at me from the other side of the doors. An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The coal never does any good for my bronchitis.
Aw. She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine, fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
Now, what you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan in the residence. Who are you? I'm no one, just an old woman who cleans these hallways. Do you live here? If you can call it living. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet, but I don't complain, no. She juts out her chin, eyes shining. I'm getting kind of tired, if you couldn't tell. It's almost 7 a.m. The sun should be coming up. Yay. She juts out her chin, eyes shining. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. That's all I need from this world. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty. I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony. Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right? She looks at the other end of the hallway. Hearing, somewhere in the building a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower. What's he in trouble for? No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives? Talk? The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath. What was so funny about that? Ooh. He lives upstairs in room number 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. She points east. He's usually home in the evening. Thank you. He turns to you. We should go check his apartment on the balcony to see if he's home. I have a few questions about those apartments. Ask away, policeman. Is one of the residents on their vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone. They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else. Who lives in apartment number 10? No one lives there. It's been empty for months. But I talked to someone through the door. Impossible, the cleaning lady says, shaking her head. I would know if someone had moved in there. She pauses, eyeing the hallway. Maybe it's those counterculture people again, breaking into our house like it's public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you? Sure. I'll see what I can find. Great. Young people. They're worse than rats, you know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans. Who lives behind the padlock door? That one is a scientist, a future scholar. Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Astrology? You gonna... Okay, thanks. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. You mean the star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism. A symbol of what now? Ideology. It has some noble aims, but it's been used to justify terrible bloodshed. Communism, it's a political ideology. Ah, the cleaning lady says, leaning on her broom. All I know about politics is that it has brought us more harm than good. What can you tell me about Cindy? The artist? She scoffs. Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leans on her broom, leaves an old lady to her business, more than I could say for others. That's all, thanks. Thanks, I'm off. I didn't read what the old lady said last, but whatever. The graffitio says, a firing squad for the rich. Okay. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. Waves crashing in the darkness. Someone has torn down the wall. Can I go through it? That takes me back to the balcony, huh? Why are you oranging at me? Oh, I got this postcard. And you? What would you like? Oh yeah, I got this from the cleaning lady. Right, let's go back to the store then. There's this one. This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me? Of course not. You have plenty of reason to enter. I don't need a warrant if I suspect there's a break-in. Then open the door so I can verify your identity. Are you cooking morphine in there? Verify your identity. Oh, come on. There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked. Well, that was easy. That was smart, the lieutenant says, nodding towards the unlocked door. What is this? Looks like a fine mattress. Don't be ridiculous, you can hear it swarming with bugs. No, please look at this. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. A real estate agent, huh? She looks creepy. Satisfied? My name is Marielle Carpentier. Carpentier? I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see? She jingles a set of keys in her hand. Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least. Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too? She fumbles through her purse, fishing out a light pad-clad passport. Inspect the passport, why not? It feels flimsy in hand, with words, Revachol Special Administrative Region, written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. Nice haircut. Hand back the passport. Thank you. She slips the passport back into her purse. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. What are you doing here? She sighs and looks around. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. Reprehensible. Who lived here? It was some kind of moribund old man who used a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent. She stops, hesitating. A sudden serious look crosses her face. The story didn't have a happy ending. But that was months ago. Anyway, Was there anything you wanted, or was that it? I'm in a hurry. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway? Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3! We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door, and there's a hole in the wall. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? She spreads her hands, and then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that. She snaps her fingers. The sum must have been puny? My money could also disappear, I think. It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments look pretty shabby. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark. They are all affordable. Oh, and they are all affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future in a few years. It's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards. My money has also disappeared, I think. Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. So wait, what happened with the wall? Don't ask me what happened to the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both! She's still shaking her head, manicured hands now crossed over her chest. Isn't it a bit late to be working? It is. She breathes in and out to the count of 3. It looks like some special stress release technique before she continues. Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything, but here I am in the middle of the night, cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the better. She means you. Time for the next question. That's all. Thank you. Of course, she replies with a smile, but her eyes remain glazed over. She's been waiting for you to leave. Report back to cleaning lady. Okay, will do. You, why are you glowing at me? Is there any good reason? This. Stop that. Can I have what's in this box, please? Modes of taxation. What does that even mean? Alright. Can I zoom out? I can a little bit.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment number 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants. I see. She takes out her handkerchief and wipes her nose. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes, radio computer wizards are coming. They're going to save the place and the economy. No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. That's aggressive, don't you think? A little too aggressive, huh? Lacks women in sexual deviance. That's who will come. Spit. I'm sure everything will be fine. This apartment building needs slow change. Imperceptibly slow. Yes. Oh, I do like wizards, she agrees wholeheartedly, and people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates. She means clairvoyance. Thanks, I'm off. Save your fare. Wow, you work hard. I do. Oh yes, you hustle. You're a real provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. What hard work do I do exactly? Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum before you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You don't make it that way. Wait, you didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. I fucking ride till I die, bitch. That's just what it's like, life and death, but you got gills on your side, baby. You got those black peppers with the faces of innocence on them. Papers, black papers with the faces of innocence on them. You bring in the Franconeros and the Solas. It ain't easy to do it, day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Okay. Pawn stuff off to this. Oh, and then there's pawning stuff off. Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and pawn them off, law officer style. I guess I've made some gills, sure. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now ask yourself, are you rich? No, I'm not actually. That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why's that? Gart guy. The system is broken. The market for corrupt cops out there, but they work. Fucking taxes, man. I don't know. Why am I so poor? Because of the taxes, G-mans. Got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket. Stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the gossamer state that is Revachol? I thought there were no taxes. You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. The sales tax, exercise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people... What are we even talking about? What is going on? Pay for that makes them ask for more money from you. Here. The gossamer state is a myth. Total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money. No fucking way. Guess I'm free to market fundamentalism now. I don't think I want to opt into this. I'm gonna opt out. What are you, a racist? What? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal, free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it on the street. Well, if not being an ultra-liberal makes me a racist, then I guess I should be ultra-liberal. No. Go away. I don't want to do that. Not really sure I even understand. Hello, shoes. What do you shoes do? +1 to indirect modes of taxation. These, no lacing. They've been described. Walking through slush mud does not leave a single trace on them. Okay. I'm just gonna keep the shoes I have, I think. Okay. That's not a tab button. This is, though. Visual calculus. Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. Form a guess about what happened. Form a guess. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline, fired from the water, a straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed and they had a direct firing line. Take in the ocean. The waves of the Martinez Inlet roll over the fallen remains of the building. The dark waters obscure the better part of the remains. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't used as scrap was thrown into the ocean. Look at the ruins in the water. Those arches acted as a support for something greater than what you see now. Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. Who did this? This damage? A fleet? The combined armies of Occident and Grad, with Mesk volunteers, a 5-nation army, hundreds of vessels. They massed airships further down in the bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful the ships not only required gyroscopic stabilization, they were anchored into the ocean floor as well. I have an itch in the, like, most worst place. Okay. More than that. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water. I can tell I'm getting really tired because I'm blinking slow and it looks like the lights are blinking out. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water. Far in the northeast, cannons still ready to placate Revachol. Coalition warship Archer can shoot 50 shells a minute. a 20 co-lined on 20 co-lined arches. They will reach the city in 58 seconds. Hey Kim, do you know who shelled our city? The coalition, says the lieutenant. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on. It's chilly up here. Time to go. Oh, the piggies. Oh, she's talking.
Staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves, but here you are.
That's right, we evolved. You're in trouble now, little lady. We cops don't like closed doors or unreachable perches, or people having high ground on us. That's right, we evolved.
Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
She crosses her arms. That smell coming from her paint bucket, it's not paint, it's heavy fuel oil. Red dyed heavy fuel oil is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea. Is that government fuel oil? What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself back in Jamrock. Fumes are bad for you. You better hand it over. That's some clever cultural commentary. Fumes are bad for you, okay? Something to think about next time you're driving around in a pretty little piggy carriage. Catch you later, Cindy. Are you giving me green, yellow, orange dot because I got the damn thingamajiggy? A bottle? That's what I'm trying to say. The lock is rusty. You can't get in. The chair is new. Someone lives back here. Okay. Police work is stop, take breaks, talk to strangers, explore. I am exploring, did you notice? Someone's living here. Oh, this is that lady. Someone's been sleeping here recently. Cindy? Oh no, that, the cleaning lady is next to this room, right? 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate. The rats of the city. Enough cold to last several winters. Smells of chemicals. I'll take it and try to sell it, but I don't want to wear that. Ooh, nice. Alright. I'm just over a quarter of the way there. Right, there's nothing else in here. I guess we have to go back around. To get to what's-his-face's room. That's okay. There are worse things. Wait a second. That wasn't a walkway, was it? Hang on. Sorry. Loading screens. I know, wonderful, right? No, it wasn't even a walking place. Alright, one more loading screen. Alright, and around we go. To Mr. Smoker Man. We still don't know his name, do we? He lives... We have to go through the balcony. Number 28. Right. Ooh boy, still got another 30 minutes on this video. Yay. Alright. Is this number 38? Or 28? 28. The store is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives. Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door. Knock, knock. No one answers. Looks like the young man we're looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. We shall return tomorrow, after we have finished with our day's work. How about 21? Sounds good? Okay, sounds good. Right here, apartment 28. He writes it down in his little notebook. Good, let's go. Damn, turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry, you'll get him. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today. Smoke on the balcony. What do you want from me? Stop giving me orange dots. I'm not interested. Okay.
Yes?
No, nothing. Go on, go down. I guess that's it for now. Until tomorrow, we'll come back to this place. What's to do until then? I could try that check again outside for the body. I think. Yeah, because I put a point in endurance. I swear. If it doesn't work this freaking time. Gotta go around. I guess that's how you could tell it's dark, is this fuzzy darkness around the edges. Huh, no shit, the dark hints to you that it's maybe dark or something. Don't you kids ever sleep? Alright, let's try this again. It's not even as good as it was. Wasn't it 84 at one point? Oh, jeez. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Ha 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 ha. Again. The corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You'll never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. It's all left crying and convulsing dryly. I failed again. The lieutenant is clearly at a loss. What do I do now? Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do. Go into your character sheet. Oh my god. Relax. It's okay if you don't make it stay. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere. Yeah, but I have to keep putting shit into my endurance? What the heck? Ugh. Jeez Louise. Can we, like, go to sleep or something? What's this? How do we get in there? Yeah, how do we get up there? Can I talk to you people yet? Or are you just not? Huh. There's still nobody in that place. Still no answer again. Knock again. Still nothing. Lieutenant gives you a glance. Leave. It's fine. Please, will you check this door? Why won't you check this door? Okay, open this door. Oh. Guess I'm locked out now. That I've gotten my shoe. Dang. Well, what do I do until tomorrow? Alright, let's take a look at this again. Who put the clothes in? I have booze. I could drink it for the experience, but I don't wanna. We could try and go talk to Everard about his door. They have surprises. Do you have anything we can talk about?
Help you?
No. The cook's out of the kitchen. Can we bust open this door? No. Okay. I thought maybe we could bust it open since the cook wasn't there. But no. There will be no busting of doors. Let's go try to lie to Everard. But doesn't he leave his office? Oh, in an hour, I think. Please go in here. Go in. Alright. Oh yeah. What is it we were trying to do with this phone? No, tokens. Cost. The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move. Try the dial number. Cool. Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for usual. 4952. A moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then. Video revision 24-hour. A crackle. Someone picks up. They say video revision 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter film for home use. This is Lemmy. How may I help you? The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows. What is this place? Video revision is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10 millimeter films for home use. This is Lemmy. Do you know me? No. What is this place to me? Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here? Why did I call you? Maybe you called to extend your rental period. Do you need to extend your rental period? My name is Harry Dubois. Do I have anything on my name? Let me fire up the machine. Keys are being pressed in the background. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November 46. Ooh, not a fun film, that one. What kind of film was that? It's not an easy watch, he reads. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Zymsk immigrant Idios Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. Oh, jeez. It concludes, no wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it'd be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine. The call is terminated by the other party. You left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone. Interesting. Alright. To Everett's office. We got experience, so that's cool, right? How much more do we need until... What if we just fail this check forever? Not the button I wanted to push. We're at 20. Go. Like, there's no way, right, that the game would just let us never do well? I wonder if I saved right before it and just kind of did it a couple of times. I think I'll do that. The next time, I'll try to remember to save and refreshed it, because I'm not 100% certain it's not scripted. Because it might be scripted, but that wouldn't make any sense. You shouldn't have to do the side quests, right? Alright, let's lie to this motherfucker.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you're already sat on that chair.
Thanks. Let's do the lie last. I met Joyce, the company representative. Well, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. He adjusts a button on his sleeve. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Just pals. We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. His smile widens. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her, because you and I are such good friends, and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy. What happened to the previous negotiator? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Seems to think the union lowballing her. What happened to the previous negotiator? What do you mean, Harry? The big man sounds annoyed. Nothing. I let him go. He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go? He's an old man, Harry. I want him to spend more time with his family. He looks down and sighs. God knows how long he's got left. Okay, another question. Empty all your barrels on me, Harry. Union leader vanishes under suspicious circumstances. Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it in here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. The man frowns disapprovingly. When she got back, the whole thing was over. Wait, there's no mention of a casserole from Joyce. Wait, funny. Joyce didn't mention any casserole. Harry, Harry, Harry. He flicks his fingers. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it is a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was. Joyce thinks you're lowballing her. Yes, lowballing, of course. He's suddenly very serious. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here, but everything's a casino for those rich types. His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior. Why haven't you let her in to see you? If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would, and I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that. Okay, let's talk about something else. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time, it's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this, Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this, he makes an all-encompassing gesture, is secret. Tell her all about all of it. Tell her about all of it. Okay, my brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. He looks around. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind. It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. I wanted to go over a couple things about me. Let's hear it, Harry. He sinks deeper in his chair. Let's talk about other matters. I don't want to talk about that. I opened the door to your weasel's den. Are you shitting me, Harry? You did not really open the door and are now just telling me you did? His lively eyes are mapping your face. Did you not really open the door and are only just telling me you did? Oh, okay. You're a wild one, Harry. No. I really did open it. Yeah. Good. Now take it a bit further, take it home. And not only did I open it, I went inside, too. It was a real weasel's den, Everett. I bet it was, Harry, he says with a grimace. Then the smile dissipates. But seriously, what did you see in his apartment? The guy has antagonized the union in a union-run town. Maybe it's political. anti-socialist, anti-union stuff. Pamphlet saying, get the unions check. Fascist insignia, memorabilia calling. Let's say, get the unions in check. That's exactly what I thought, Harry. Whoa, I got 70 experience, cool. He slams his fist on the table. What a weasel. And for the record, I was only curious, not testing you. He was testing you. You succeeded. Thank you, Harry. You have shown me that the Debargers Union and the Citizens Militia can indeed work together. He nods solemnly. Let us cut down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who killed who and why, he nods. Real police work is going to start happening now, I promise you, Harry. This is going to be good. You said the lynching and strike are related. How? By now, I'm sure you figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flat caps. What do you mean? Harry, the strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. You mean our victim? He nods gravely. A security contractor. Can you imagine that? Workers standing in a peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire. He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun. I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yosemite, Saramiriza? You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company. Harry, everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Riva Shoal into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. Go on. Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. He laughs. Wait, they move the container? Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. His face turns serious. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. He shakes his head. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out in trees. By negotiator, you mean Joyce. Harry, he says, ignoring the lieutenant, what you need to realize is we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, he raises his finger, we push to kill. Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base. Who exactly did the pushing? There's a militant wing inside the Union, a group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. That sounds a bit like organized crime. Yeah. They're like you guys, he nods to you and the lieutenant, idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow. Again, that sounds like organized crime. So these idealists killed our victim. One day, Titus Hardy, leader of his peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land. He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. He chuckles. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid a retaliation. Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this? Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys. Tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. He chuckles. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them. He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway. I want some water. So this is, we're finally getting somewhere. Next time, I'll definitely have to make sure to save before getting into important conversations. I keep forgetting. So how do you know the mercenaries were hired by a shipping company? Okay, how do you know they were hired? How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. He slams his fists on the desk. Their MO. It's what they do. Hear my tummy? Wait, mer. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Settlement, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' rights to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding, and I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates. Do you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor? You said it. Hell, the fist slams on the desk again. One of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes. That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal. You mentioned a lawyer girl. Oh, Liz is a bright one. He grins broadly. I paid for that law degree myself. Think it'll probably turn her all fancy, but hell. Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Wait, the girl by Whirling, who is keeping an eye on you? Is he talking about her? Did you send her to spy on me disguised as a gardener? Better not mention it. Well, he smiles. It's another big grin. She also really likes gardening, I hear. In March. Strange. Anyway, let's move on. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew. Well, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them, exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. He starts laughing. Gotta love his initiative. Interesting. Who's second in command? They're almost all of them. Great guys. Born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best intentions of Martinez and Robichaux in mind. Oh, best interests. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. Where can I find them? The union booth in Whirling was empty. You know what, Harry? He points an index finger at you. I've got a feeling they're going to show up in full force tomorrow. The lieutenant marks something in his notebook. In the future, I could use your backing. Can you ask Hardy boys to cooperate? Good talk. Let's conclude for now. I don't want to ask any favors of Everett. Was it a good talk? He leans back, suddenly worried. I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really wanted to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. Great sadness comes over him. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet? Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left, he says, slowly shaking his head. I want to, but I just can't. Man of the left. So you have to be a socialist democrat. You're right not to trust me. What's that supposed to be? This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? Ebonage. Oh boy. This feels important. I'm going to say this. I'm more left than you are. You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is. Company snitches, agent provocateurs, everywhere. I'm barricaded in this fortress of mine, and I need to get a message out. Will you help me? And what would this entail? Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper. He pulls out an envelope, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. Kim, what do you think? It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful. He studies Everett. As I said, it weighs on me heavily. He bows his head in shame, then looks up and smiles. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing. He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things. What are the signatures for? I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez, he grins broadly. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get the mission off the ground, Harry. Where's this place, exactly? On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry. What happens to the current occupants? They're just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, then they'll be living like kings, right next to a fancy new youth center designed by the best architects from Stella Maris. Oh, okay. He's absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown in the street. Are you 100% sure no one's gonna end up homeless? Am I? The big man shakes his head in disbelief. These people, Harry. Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're just gonna build a youth center there. The value of their properties goes up, and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbor. What happens if I reject it? I'm gonna reject it. Perfectly acceptable. He smiles. No one's gonna force you into anything, but I don't know about that gun of yours. You see, I'm a vengeful man, Harry. Part of how I got where I am is that, well, I can be quite nasty sometimes. But the good news is, the moment you change your mind and want to look into this matter, just tell me and we'll be buddies again. He smiles pleasantly. The lieutenant's eyes meet yours and he shrugs. Murders? No. Alright, I changed my mind about those signatures. You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here, he hands you an open white envelope. I need to get signatures from Isabel, Sadie, and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the water lock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Roca in La Delta. Then I'll know you're a solid socialist. He runs his fingers through his thin hair. I'm gonna leave. We might talk again later. See you soon, departure. The big man raises his hand in farewell. Just kidding, but not too much. White envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to you by Everett inside some legal documents with 2 names printed on them. Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. Both signatures are required. Interact. I could probably logic my way out of this. You take a legal document out of the envelope. A 1240-month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Look at the zoning plan. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. Kim, what do you think of this? I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine, the lieutenant replies, flipping through the documents. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but he shrugs. How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things, and citizens inevitably have disagreements over such construction projects, but there's no other way. Let's try to find a loophole. Why not? There is no loophole. The simple truth is the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door. What are the ramifications of this? Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out. Look, Kim, point to the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it? I should have seen it. The lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again. Everett probably has his eyes on us, but he pauses to think. We could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone. However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Everett won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. He shrugs. We can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock. Put the documents back in the envelope and leave. Find someone to sign. Okay. I finished that. Okay. Oh, Kim, you want to talk?
We should think about calling it today, maybe. Nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for the damages yet. You should take care of that then. But I don't have the money. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping on the streets. We'll figure something out. Did I get a task to go talk to him? Yeah, I could pay some. I could definitely pay some. How do I get down from here? I don't want to end the episode. I want to pay for some of the damages. Look, something forgotten on the coffee table. Where? Okay. I don't see what you're talking about, but thanks. It's daylight out. I like sleeping during the day because I'm afraid of the dark. I can't stay up too much later because I'm going hiking later today. Not until 3, but it's already approaching 8. It's 7:45. Beep pew 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 pew. Alright, so we're gonna go talk to the manager. Was that always there? A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. Okay, go down the damn stairs. This part is always a little confusing, isn't it? Am I going the right way? I am, right? This takes me to there. This is correct, right? It is, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm gonna blame it. That's why I'm so confused. Take me out here, please. Oh boy. I'm excited. I really want to pay this guy back. I don't like making a mess. Ugh, run, you slowpoke. Oh, I can zoom out. Well, that's helpful. Alright, most everyone's gone to sleep. Here's this gardener who's taking care of me. Not taking care of me. Keeping her eyes on me. That's what it is.
Can I help you?
About that money I owe. I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight. Does that arrangement include you pay me what we agreed you owe me? It's cold out. I'll freeze to death because I'm losing this stupid money game. Come on, man, after everything. Kim is about to say something. Let him. He adjusts his glasses. I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we're here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business. Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and he stops mid-sentence. I mean no offense, it's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. I still have my key, you know. Good luck trying to use it. He taps his foot against the metal box installed at the back of the counter. Draconian measures. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Okay, he turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. What a fucking dick. Like, I'm willing to pay some of it. Like, try to. Go to his motor carriage. Goodbye. I've been saving up today. I just don't want to ask strangers for money. It feels bad, man. I wanna finish this task before I end the episode. Alright. Give me motor carriage. Or give me death. Inside you see a set of steering levers, microphone, pull out to a box, soft glow if you'll continue. I have something here we could sell. Look in the back in the suspect transport enclosure. Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. Look in the transport enclosure. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. What are those things? You confiscated them? You said you... What do you mean confiscated them? A couple weeks ago I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high. So you took his spinners? He nods. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence. I get it. I would have confiscated him too. They're mesmerizing. That they are. The lieutenant looks at the spinners and sighs. I was going to take them into evidence. They weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. On your machine? You want to put them on your machine? No, that would be silly. He hesitates. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous. Just nod. The spinners shine so bright they reflect the lieutenant's glasses. He doesn't say anything either. Thanks, Lieutenant. You're so kind. Lieutenant nods, and you take the spinners. Leave. Is this just gonna tell me? Yeah. Where is the pawn shop? Is it over this way? The morale put points in volition. I don't wanna. Alright, dude.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
How come you're still
The
open?
pawn shop is always open.
Okay, that was a creepy sound. There's something I'd like to sell. Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps. The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners. Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter, I'll give you 200 real. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you. The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash. Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again. Thank you. He takes the cash, then turns to you. Here's the 100 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes in his pocket. The rest is for him to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Both the lieutenant and the pawnbroker turn to you. I would like to sell clothes. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. He looks you up and down quickly. Okay, I don't have anything else to sell. See you later. What is this? Oh, this is the... I had completed a thought. Jamais vu? The opposite of deja vu. Oh. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now, that's the feeling you've been having, and for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is the fundamental question. -1 encyclopedia, nothing is familiar. Plus XP for every orb clicked. Oh, that's amazing. All int learning gaps raised by 1. Accept. That's great. I really like that. I could talk to her again? Math ball. Okay. Cool. Actually, let's just stop there. Because I'm tired. And it's already running a teeny tiny bit long. Well, do I have to edit anything out of this one? I don't remember. Saving my game would be a good idea. Yeah, whatever. Alright, cool. I feel like I've been productive. I managed to record 2 episodes tonight, and I still have 1 that I have to edit and upload. So, plenty of Disco Elysium headed your way. That's about it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and playing with me. I had a lot of fun, even though I'm getting a little tired. I'm sorry if I was a bit boring. Guess that's all. I'll see you all next time. Bye!